This is Charlene O'Banion, a prison officer being accused of sleeping with a prisoner.
You get very horny very easy. I always want to have sex.
An investigation was opened up after rumors came to light that other officers had seen her and the inmate Jason Parker together. Charlene is taken for interrogation. She hopes to outsmart the detective and get away just by denying everything. But what she doesn't know is that the officer has all the evidence they need, and she's about to get brutally exposed and experience the most embarrassing moment of her life.
You got a live-ass head game. Oh my God.
Charlene plays innocent right from the start. She acts surprised and pretends she doesn't know anything about the allegations.
We're notified of a possible improper relationship between you and Jacob Parker. So we're here for that. I just kind of want to talk to you about it and get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Have you talked to him on any jail phone calls or anything like that?
No.
Not at all?
Charlene doesn't know the detective has a recorded call that proves everything. She's convinced that she'll get away by making up another story. But in reality, she's digging her own grave, deeper and deeper.
And where would you think that this allegation would come from if there's nothing to it?
Well, I had a feeling this was coming. So there was an inmate named Coker, Justin Coker.
Okay.
He got out of here for, I don't know what period of time. And he tried to contact me on Facebook. He sent me a message and I blocked him on Facebook. I guess one time Parker was going back to Pequot to use the bathroom and he was talking like at the window with me. Mm-hmm. And I guess Coker didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, don't talk to her.
Why would you expect this conversation to come up from that? Like now, if that happened a few months ago.
Charlene had already thought it through, claiming that it was a jealous inmate who started the rumor, hoping to mislead the officer. But the detective is not buying it and is about to share some evidence that instantly proves that she is hiding something.
But I was told that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls, and there's jail calls between you and Parker. And all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being completely truthful. Well, I kind of know that you're not. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kind of trying to lay it out on the table for you. So can you kind of tell me what's going on?
I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here.
Her facial expression totally changes after hearing that there might be a recorded call between them, and she's being forced to reveal the truth, slowly but surely. Apparently, Jason and Charlene knew each other before they both ended up here. She claims they just messed around back then, and that's it. But the recorded phone calls from inside the prison tell a completely different story.
So what about some of these phone conversations?
No, not here or the phone. I
just mean conversations you are having on the phone.
No.
Since he's been in here.
Like sexual?
Well, I'm not saying having phone sex, talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral sex at some point.
No.
I gather from these calls.
No, that was in the world. But we never dated. We just.
Okay. What kind of conversations have you had with him since you started working here and he's been in the jail?
Talking about what would happen after he got out. And
then the jail call recordings, have you been talking to him while you're at home? Like he calls you from the jail while you're at home, or? Okay.
Charlene's getting cornered and accidentally mentions sexual calls without the officers saying anything about it. Her story is changing constantly throughout the interrogation, and she's been caught in multiple lies. The detective is doing a great job by continuously pressuring her and revealing small pieces of evidence.
Have you given him any photographs?
I gave him a photograph of his mom, which he had asked for, and of his dog, Jax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you given him any photographs of you?
No, because...
So one of the things we're going to be doing is looking at cameras and stuff too. Has there been any times where y'all were alone?
What's even more disturbing is the fact that Charlene has been working in this prison for a while, so she should be aware of the security cameras and the fact that all phone calls placed from prisons are recorded. But she's about to be reminded in a devastating way.
Hey, baby.
Go back. I got a lot of stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you. I was trying to make you think I have all these secret things.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What?
What?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. You probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
You'd let me put you in it?
Yeah.
With a gag bar and everything?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, awkward. Listening to your own sexual phone call while two detectives are silently sitting in front of you and staring at you as you realize you've been caught red-handed must be the most embarrassing experience ever. However, there's no evidence so far that the pair have actually sexually engaged, but that changes quickly as Jason reveals what really happened.
I just want you to look at me sometimes and be like, damn, my woman's fine.
Fine as wine.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a live-ass fucking head game. Oh, my God.
It wasn't my best moments. I was just trying to get it done.
Meh, meh. Are you in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny. Like just going back and thinking about
Yeah.
that.
It gets you horny?
Oh, yeah. When you felt me, I was like soaking through my clothes. Get very horny very easy. I always want to have
Not
sex.
good.
Like that's not even.
Not good.
I mean, it's not like I just like look at someone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. No, like of course, like I only get horny for you.
You kind of see how that sounds from like my point of view, like a more recent thing than 3 years ago. No?
The nerve she has to say no after listening to that phone call is truly remarkable. This is highly irregular behavior for a prison officer, and it doesn't take a genius to realize something deep is going on. But to her credit, she's not going down easily and sticks to the story.
I mean, I gave him a blowjob. How do you describe a blowjob? I mean, is that
Well,
what you
I want to know
do?
like about the blowjob. I'm just
Yeah.
so if this is a
He just said
factual thing that happened 3 years ago, I feel like you would kind of remember some stuff about it. Like I
Yeah,
feel
I
like,
mean, like we said in the car,
like when I asked you who was there, him of course, like when y'all met or whatever, and then when I asked like who else, you said it was like a bunch of friends,
yeah.
but like you can remember one
I mean,
chick's
I was with
name
my
after
friend
you
Chris.
think about it for 30 seconds. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I was-
not making sense to me.
This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Yeah.
Once we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done. Have y'all had any inappropriate contact, whether it's groping, blowjobs, vaginal, anal sex, anything, hand jobs? Yes, I am being vulgar to get a point across.
Yeah, no, it's not. None of that.
Things really weren't adding up. Well, at least until a switch flipped and she said this.
And what is it?
I might have given him a blowjob in the back part of you.
In the back part of the quad? Okay. How long ago was that?
I don't know, a few months ago.
Finally, the secret's out and Charlene has confessed. But this is more complex. According to a 2005 report, federal law criminalizes all sexual relations between inmates and prison staff. All sexual relations between the two parts are considered abuse even if the act would have been considered consensual if it occurred outside of a prison. This is because of the huge amount of inmate abuse that was observed in prisons.
I'm gonna ask, but I feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
So that's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware. Investigation is separate from ours because it's two totally different things. So
Yeah. What kind of charges? Like,
so it's illegal to have sexual contact with an inmate as an employee. So I said the ball kind of be in their court, but I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
can I go to jail?
That's up to the DA's office.
Charlene lost her job and spent 100 days in jail after being found guilty of sexual activity with a person in custody.